Island stew fish with Caribbean beans and rice. I'm Chef Winston. Welcome to Floribbean cuisine. Let's get cooking. So this dish is near and dear to my heart. My mom used to cook this all the time as a Sunday dinner, even throughout the week. We're talking about a stewed fish. She will take any kind of fish. Back home we call this pot fish, snappers, grunt, old white, parrotfish, all type of saltwater fish. Whatever the fisherman caught that day, she'll be bringing home and making this dish for the family. Today, I've got a fish called grunt. Fresh fish right from the market, okay? You can use any kind of fish for this, but I'm using grunt today. The way we're gonna season this up, of course, is this. I've got my own gourmet seasoning blend. This is called my Island Fish Seasoning Blend. All the essentials to make your fish, make it pop, okay? So I'm gonna take this fish, and by the way, these seasoning blends, you can find these seasoning blends on my website, cateringcc.com. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take, this fish has been seasoned cleaned very well. We took the insides out, cleaned it with lime throughout, rinsed it out, took all the things, the scales, we dressed it really well, took the fins off, took the top portion off. So I'm gonna take my knife. So what I'm doing, this is something I learned from my mom. Mom, this one is dedicated to you. Thelma, look at your son. I'm here on TV cooking the dish that you showed me how to cook. So check this out. So this fish, we're gonna score this fish. The reason I'm scoring, you're gonna do something like simple scores, going down the middle, just like this. The reason I'm doing this, we want the season to go in all the way to the bone. So when you're eating this fish, it's flavor from top to bottom, okay? And by doing that, this is all you gotta do. I'm scoring the fish. That's it. Just like this. And this seasoning blend, this Chef Winston style Island seasoning blend is gonna give this here, take it to the next level, in other words, okay? So let's do this. And now we're gonna season it with this. Open this up. And this is what we're gonna do. Season from the inside out. Look at that. Beautiful, looking good. And while this is here, while I'm seasoning this, I'm gonna turn on my pot right here and start getting the pot ready, okay? I'll be right back. Yes, but one thing I forgot, we gotta start the rice. Let's start the rice first before we start on this beautiful fish. Rice, very simple, very flavorful, and it's gonna complement this very well. So, what I got, some jasmine rice. Actually, I'm gonna add this here. I got some coconut milk. We're gonna start with the liquid and season it up very well. We got some coconut milk and we got some regular water. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring this to a boil and we're gonna season this here. In the meantime, let's season this like this and bring this here to a boil. Add some salt. What I've got here, some scallions, green onions, okay? Chop this here off. Smash. I like to smash it. Drop it into the oil, into the liquid. Fresh thyme. A few sprigs of fresh thyme. Butter. It's gonna be nice, buttery, clean tasting. It's not gonna overpower this dish. Once you see me start doing this dish, you're gonna see the plantain is gonna, not the plantains, the rice is gonna give this a nice little compliment. A Scotch bonnet. What I'm gonna do, just prick one little indentation in it, just to release it slowly. By putting this in, you're gonna think it's gonna overpower the dish. It's not. I'm putting the whole thing in, but a little prick in the middle is gonna fuse out very slowly into that. So let us come to a boil. I'll be right back. All right. This has came to a boil. The reason I wanted to bring to a boil, I want to taste the flavors. I wanted to see how much salt we needed to add. It's looking good. Behind that, I'm gonna add some red beans. We're gonna taste this in the middle of the hand. Perfect. Salt, coconut milk, very clean, very, very clean. Behind that, we're gonna add our rice. Yes. I'm gonna cover this, turn it down to medium, let it simmer very gently. We're gonna get back to our fish. All right, so we're back to our fish. Fish, fully seasoned with the Chef Winston Gourmet Blend Island Fish Seasoning. Now, to put this together, we need a composition of several things. We need some peppers, onions, garlic, fresh thyme, some tomato paste I got here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut all this stuff up, okay? Some fresh bell peppers. I got some little mini sweet peppers. We've got some onion. We're gonna peel this here. And julienne. My pan is getting nice and hot. What I'm doing right now, I'm building the sauce. Actually, what I need to do first is this. I'm gonna come back to this. I need to get this hot. What we need to do is sear the fish first. I'm gonna put some oil. Nice and hot. So we're gonna start actually frying the fish, okay? I got ahead of myself there. We're gonna actually start frying the fish. What I'm gonna do, I got some oil getting hot. I'm gonna add some fresh garlic to that oil, just to flavor the oil a little bit. It's not super hot, we don't want it to burn, okay? So this fish, we're not gonna dredge it in flour or anything. The seasoning is on here, it's patted in, inside out. We're gonna rest this fish into this oil and get it nice and crispy on both sides, okay? Look at that. Beautiful. Only can fit two. We're only gonna do two, okay? For the sake of properness. The smell is smelling amazing already. So while that's frying, I'm gonna go ahead and continue julienne this right here. As you see, I still got the seeds. That's fine because these are sweet peppers. These are not those hot chili peppers. I'm julienne all of these items and I'll make a beautiful, beautiful sauce that's gonna go with this fish. The rice is cooking, the fish is frying. We're gonna turn this over. We'll give this maybe about 5 minutes on each side, okay? Let me continue and julienne this here up. Looking good. Take some onions. I'm gonna julienne some onions as well. And we're also gonna get some garlic. I got some fresh chopped garlic over here as well. Let's check the fish. Fish looking really, really good. Oh. Can you see that? Looking really good. Continue to dicing this up. You can use red onions. You can use Spanish onions. I'm just using some red onions because that's what I had in my pantry. Trying to get rid of those. Looking good. Also, I'm gonna take some tomatoes and just julienne those as well. I'm gonna add those last to my sauce, okay? Get that on the side. Fish looking good. Rice is boiling along very well. Fish looking good. All right, we are cooking up. Mom, I've got your dish here. Our Sunday dinner. This is Ireland comfort food at its finest with a little elevation. Floribbean cuisine with Chef Winston. Welcome to season 2. Looking good, smelling good. So I'm gonna turn this over. Look at that. So that's looking, guys. Oh, yes. Turn that fish over. Looking really well. Perfect. So what I'm gonna do, once the sauce is made, I'm gonna pull this fish out, make my sauce, saute all of this stuff. We're gonna rest the fish back in. Fish is almost done. I'll be right back. All right, fish is looking really good. Nice color. It is not fully cooked, but that's fine. You just want to get a nice little color on both sides. They've been cooking for 5 minutes, but maybe 4 minutes on each side. We're gonna remove it very gently. Now we're gonna start proceeding to making a sauce. Look at that, looking good. I'll put this rest of this back here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get rid of some of this oil. Just get rid of some of this oil here. Just a little. All right. Scissor, scissor, pop, pop. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take all of my peppers and onions into the same pan with a little bit of oil and start sauteing this. This is gonna be a very flavorful, quick sauce to make. Yeah, there we go. It needs a little bit more oil. Perfect. Yes, comfort food, a Sunday, an island food, it's a Sunday dish. A dish for the week, for that matter, but my mom used to cook this for us all the time. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. Let me move this out of the way so you guys can get the whole ordeal of what I'm doing here. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to sweat the peppers and the onions down, the aromatics, get the flavors out, get it a little limp. Behind that, following with garlic. Some fresh garlic. Saute that down. Now we're gonna make the sauce, okay? What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take some tomato paste. When I'm making a big batch, if somebody ordered this for catering, I will take some vegetable juice and just add inside of here. Same difference. I love using the vegetable juice because they got all the essentials in there, but I'm gonna take some of this tomato, put it in here, making a nice little sauce. Add some water, that is. Some water. Look at that, it's coming together. It's coming together. Yes, looking really good. Look how beautiful this look. The sauce is coming together. So let's flavor it up a little bit, okay? What I like to do is add a little bit of fresh sprigs of thyme into this. Turn it down a little bit. Let me turn it down just a tad bit. Fresh sprigs of thyme. This is optional. These are called pimento seeds or allspice berries, okay? You can crush them up and put them in here, but I'm gonna leave them whole. So when you see them in your sauce, you can always pull it out. This is something you don't wanna really crush down on. It's very potent, okay? So I'm gonna put about 2 or 3 pieces in here just to give this flavor a little bit of elevation. My mom never used to do this, but this is something I've learned that gives it a different element of flavor, which is all good at this point. Now, also, I'm gonna add my tomatoes. This sauce is looking good. And I'm gonna add some lime juice afterwards. But before I do that, I like a little bit of heat. I'm gonna take my hot version of my jerk seasoning from my seasoning line, and I'm gonna add in here as well, just for that extra heat and extra flavors that it brings. Simmering really, really well. Looking good. And the spice, of course, that I added is gonna give it an extra element of heat. You can put some pepper flakes in here or even a Scotch bonnet, okay? So this is looking really, really good. So what I'm gonna do from this point, I'm gonna add back my fish and let this simmer slowly. This is where the stewing comes in, okay? Get the fish that we cooked earlier, rest this inside. Oh, look at this. Yes, rest this inside here. Put all those juices inside. Take the sauce and start basting it. You can cover this, but no need to. If you got a deep enough pan to cover the sauce, to cover the fish with the sauce, let it simmer away. Looking good. The fresh thyme, the garlic, the onions, the peppers, the tomatoes. Listen, on camera, I know this looks really good, but guys, if you can smell the aromas that's happening right now, woo! That's right, Cooking with Chef Winston, Floribbean Cuisine, Season 2. Excited to share this with you guys. So if you ever go to the Virgin Islands, please order this from one of the local restaurants. You won't be disappointed. Let them know Chef Winston sent you, okay? Looking good. Look at that. Now this, if you notice, this is a medium. This is a medium. We don't want it to vigorously boil. We just want it to go a little bit. We're still gonna add some lime, but we're gonna do that at the end, okay? I'm gonna check my rice. The rice is complete. I'll be right back and we're gonna plate this up. All right, this fish looking good. Everything is complete. The rice is cooked. The plantains are ready. Let's give the rice a taste. Let's take a look at this rice. Fluff it up. Ooh, looking beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Nice, clean. Look at the steam coming out. I'm gonna give this a quick taste. Perfect. I'm telling you, by doing that to the Scotch bonnet, it does not make it spicy, but it gives it that unique chili taste that Scotch bonnet, only Scotch bonnet can give, okay? So what we're gonna do is this. I'm gonna finish this dish with some fresh lime juice, of course. I'm not gonna sprinkle it over, I'm gonna put it right here in the corner. Some fresh lime juice in the corner here. I'm gonna get some butter. Add some butter to the sauce. This is gonna smooth it out, balance it out. Give it a nice little saucy, balanced, tasty flavor. I'm gonna start basting the fish with this added lime juice and the butter. The smell, guys. This is what we did back home in the Virgin Islands, in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Have you been to the Virgin Islands? You gotta visit the Virgin Islands. When you go there, make sure you ask for some Johnny cake, some stewed fish, some saltfish. I'm gonna bring all this to you in my episodes to come. Beautiful, beautiful, look at this. I'm gonna give this a taste, just a quick taste in the middle of my hand. Yo, this right here is a winner. Nice, nice. So we're gonna plate this up. And as a caterer, you know I like to make it, keep it fancy, right? I got my rice. I'm gonna get a little ramekin, let me think. Get a little bowl. The same container the butter came out of, we're gonna use that, okay? We're gonna mold it up here. This is what you're doing behind the scenes at the restaurant to make stuff look extra nice, right? Put it here. Clear this up so you guys can see what's happening. Woo, look at this. We're gonna turn it around for you guys. Put it here. Turn this off. Fish is simmering. Put this over here. You're gonna add some plantains on the side. Some sweet plantains, that is. Let me turn it around. Let me see what I'm doing here. Some sweet plantains. Turn this off. Perfect. Then I'm gonna take this fish. One whole fish. Wow. Dish this up here. Put it on. Fish is falling up, the rice is falling apart, but that's fine. That's fine. It's all about the presentation, the flavor. Presentation is important, but of course you eat with your eyes first. But we got you covered, baby. Look at this. Oh. Take some of this sauce. Some of the peppers. Drizzle over that. Get some of the vegetables. Put over there. Wipe it down. Smelling good, looking good. And there we have it. What I've got here, what I created for you guys, was one of the classical dishes my mom used to cook for me, cook for the family, back in the Virgin Islands. This is our stewed fish. A pot fish, like I said, is any one of the saltwater fish we can get from the Virgin Islands. Created this beautiful stewed fish in this sauce that composed of onions, peppers, garlic, tomatoes, thyme, a little bit seasoning from our jerk seasoning, and the fish was seasoned with our island jerk seasoning. Simmer all of that down into that sauce, and I served it with some sweet plantains, and we got some rice that was cooked and simmered in some coconut milk, some fresh thyme, some scallions, and one Scotch bonnet pepper. Looking oh so good. I'm gonna give this a taste. Yes, look at that. So, the tasting, the smell, so amazing. So I'm gonna give this a little quick taste. Yo. This here, it's a winner. Combined, with the sauce, the plantains, this fresh coconut milk, rice. You gotta try this. When you visit the Virgin Islands, you gotta order this on the next menu at your visit at the VI. Once again, this episode was a winner and thank you for joining me. Join me next time on Floribbean Cuisine with Chef Winston. And don't forget, check me out on Instagram, Catering CC, YouTube, Catering CC, Facebook, Catering CC, and our spice line, all our gourmet spice line and our Johnny Cake Mix, CateringCC.com. Cheers.